So what is a version control system? It's really intuitive. It's a system to control the versioning of an entity. This entity in the early days might have been a document, but almost universally now it means a group of documents, a tree structure of documents, something very like a file system. And in fact that's the primary use case, is actually controlling a directory and all its subdirectories and all the documents contained within. So what services does version control system typically provide? Well, interrogation. You want to be able to query it, find out what's there. Maybe find out the differences between different versions. Maybe look at some messages which have been associated by the user with them. There's various different types of messages, and what they are depends on the system. But conceptually, that's a thing. Secondly, actually, you want to be able to retrieve data from it. You want to be able to check out a particular version. And after making some modifications, probably, you then want to commit that version back into the repository to create conceptually a new version. And that's one of the really important things to know about a version control system, is you make changes, you have a new version. Because that's sort of the point. So why do software developers actually want to use a version control system? It's really easy. What they typically use it for is to check in source. Now, if you're working by yourself, you're probably going to look at regression as being your main motivation for it. If you're working as part of a collaborative group, or you want to do open source, you want to share your source software, and actually version control is the best way to do that. It provides a narrative, a public record of the conduct of your code. It explains in itself without you having to go and write documentation. It's self-document, which is a really important facet, providing you write good commit messages, and you make small changes. Small changes, finely grained changes, really quite important. They both go together. When you commit something, really it should be a small change, something you can read from the logs, or else actually people won't be able to understand it from just looking at the source. And that's really quite important because it saves work. It's in your own best interest as well.